Very fine. Good morning to all, my dear students. Welcome back to the another zoology class. Okay, previous class we completed structure of bone and structure of cartilage bone on the topic of specialized connective tissue. In this class, I am going to teach about the another important topic in specialized connective tissue, that is blood. Before going to the topic, I would like recall what are the topics or what are the points we discussed in previous class. And previous class we discussed about structure of cartilage bone and locations of the cartilage bone. As it like other connective tissue, it is also made up of fibers, matrix and cells. Here what is a special type of cell that is present inside the cartilage bone? Very good. Chondrocyte is a cell. Okay, and the various locations of the cartilage bone also we discussed in previous class. And three types of cartilage bone, that is hyaline cartilage, elastic cartilage and fibrous cartilage. Both hyaline and fibrous cartilage are made up of collagen fibers and elastic cartilage made up of elastic fiber. This is the difference. This is also we discussed previous class. And next we discussed about structure of bone. On the topic we discussed about what is meant by lacunae and what is meant by osteocytes and what is meant by calciferal extracellular matrix, and the most important thing regarding the bony structure is Haversian canal. That the word is not given in the textbook, but is a expected part for your exams. Okay, so Haversian canal, this is a canal that is lies at the center of the bony structure. This is also we discussed previous class. And various functions of the bony structure also we discussed in previous class. It is essential for a structural frame for the body and protect the soft tissues and internal organ and weight bearing function, and interact with the skeletal muscles and also helps to movement. The last one is bone marrow, responsible for protection of RBC cells. Okay, this is also we discussed in previous class. And finally we discussed the differences between the bony structure and cartilage. These are the topics we covered previous class. Okay, and in this class I am going to teach about the another important topic, that is another important connective tissue, that is blood. Let's move on to the topic. Blood it is also a type of connective tissue because of it also contains fibers and matrix and also cells. Okay, due to the presence of these three components, blood also considered as a connective tissue because of these are the three major structure common in the connective tissue. First one is matrix, second one is fibers, and third one is cell. Okay, here blood is also a connective tissue because of it contains the plasma, that is a matrix substance, and also contains the blood cells. Blood cells also major part in the blood plasma. And the main function of blood is it is a transport medium. It acts as a transport medium for the cardiovascular system and carrying the nutrients, carrying the waste and carrying the respiratory gases throughout the body. So during that process, it also connects the various parts of our body. That is the reason this blood also considered as a connective tissue. It may be a 2-mark question. Blood also considered as a connective tissue. Justify your statement. This is a expected book pack question. For that question you have to write blood also fluid connective tissue because of it containing the plasma and cells like RBC, WBC and platelets, and it also acts as a transport medium for gases, nutrient and other waste product. That is the reason the blood also considered as a connective tissue. This is the exact answer for that particular question. Okay, and what are the components? Major components, what are the major cells that are present in the blood? First one is RBC, red blood corpuscles. Here corpuscles means, what is meant by corpuscles? What is the difference between the cells and the corpuscles? Corpuscles means a cell that floats on the watery substance, that is called a corpuscles. செல்லுக்கும் கார்பசல்ஸ்க்கு என்ன டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் அப்படின்னா, ஒரு ஃப்ளூயிட் சப்ஸ்டன்ஸில் மிதக்கக்கூடிய செல்ஸ் என்ன சொல்லுவோம்னா கார்பசல்ஸ் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். ஓகே, ரெட் பிளட் கார்பசல்ஸ் ஆர் ரெட் பிளட் செல்ஸ் and WBC cells and platelets. These are the three major components of cells that are present in the blood plasma. Okay, and another important thing regarding the blood is, see here there are two major components that are occupied by the blood. One is plasma, another one is cellular component. Plasma, around 55% of the blood occupied by the plasma, and remaining 45% are occupied by the blood cells. Okay, first we are going to discuss about various components in plasma. Okay, this plasma contains water. 95% of the plasma made up of watery substance. What are the main functions that are carried out by the water? It acts as a solvent and also carrying the other substances, and also it responsible for the floating medium for the blood cells. Okay, these are the three main functions of water which is present inside the blood plasma. Okay, and another thing is sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, chloride, bicarbonate. These are the some minerals also present in the blood plasma because of all the digested food material that are carried to the respective cells through the blood plasma. ஸோ டைஜஷன் ஆனதுக்கப்புறம் எல்லா பொருளுமே எது இங்கே போகும்னா ஒவ்வொரு செல்லுக்கும் போகும். எது வழியாக போகும்னா பிளட் பிளாஸ்மா வழியாக தாங்க போகும். அதனால தான் என்ன சொல்லணும்னா எல்லா காம்பனன்ட்ஸுமே எதில் இருக்கும் அப்படின்னா பிளட்டில் இருக்கும். ஈவன் கேஸஸ் ஆல்சோ டிரான்ஸ்போர்ட்டட் டு த cells through the blood plasma. Okay, and what are the essential functions that are carried out by these minerals? Osmotic balance and pH buffering and nerve and muscles function. Sodium, potassium, it is essential for these two minerals are essential for nerve impulses, and bicarbonate also essential for maintenance of pH. Okay, these are the some other functions. Okay, and plasma proteins, there are three type of plasma proteins are present in the blood plasma. One is albumin and fibrinogen and immunoglobulins. Albumin normally responsible for maintenance of osmotic balance and pH buffering, and fibrinogen, it is a major protein which is essential for blood clotting, and immunoglobulin, it is also essential for immunity function. It is otherwise called immunoglobulin, otherwise called antibodies. Okay, and another substance transported by the blood, nutrient also present here, glucose, fatty acids and vitamins, and gases also present here. What are the gases here? Oxygen and carbon dioxide also present here, and some hormones also present in the blood plasma. So these are the some major components of a blood plasma. Okay, it may be a 3-mark question, but this part not given in the textbook. We will discuss the detailed study about the plasma and cellular components of blood in chapter number 7. Okay, and next part is what are the cellular components present in the blood plasma. So there are 3 category of blood cells are present in the blood plasma. One is RBC, otherwise called erythrocytes, and second one is WBC, otherwise called leukocytes, and third one is platelets or thrombocytes. Okay, RBC, that means erythrocytes are red blood cells. Erythro means here colored, cyte means cells, erythrocyte means colored cells. Okay, and the main function of this erythrocyte is transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide to the from and to the tissues. டிஷ்யூக்கு ஆக்சிஜனை எடுத்துகிட்டு போகிறது, டிஷ்யூலேருந்து கார்பன் டை ஆக்சைடை எடுத்துகிட்டு ஹார்ட்டுக்கு கொண்டு வரது, ரெண்டுமே யாரோட ஃபங்க்ஷன் அப்படின்னா ஆர்பிசியோட மெயினான ஃபங்க்ஷன். It's a biconcave structure, non-nucleated structure. We'll discuss the detailed structure about the RBC. We'll discuss later. Okay. And second thing is WBC, or otherwise called leukocytes. Here leuko means colorless, cyte means cells. Leukocytes, colorless cells. Okay. And there are 5 types of WBCs are present in the blood plasma. One is neutrophil, eosinophil, basophil, lymphocyte and monocytes. And these cells are classified into 2 types based on their presence and absence of granules on the cytoplasm. That is A granulocytes and granulocytes. And lymphocytes and monocytes are A granulocytes. Neutrophil, eosinophil, basophils are granulocytes. Because of these components contains the granules on their cytoplasm. Okay. What are the functions that are carried out by this WBC cells? The main function is defense and immunity. உடம்புக்கு இம்யூன் பவர் கொடுக்குறது யார் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இந்த WBC cells தான். Last one is platelets, and these are the cells that are responsible for blood clotting. Okay, these are the various components of cellular elements in the blood. Okay, In this part we discussed two important components. One is what is meant by blood and what are the two major components of the blood. That's all. Components of blood over, and detailed study about the RBC, detailed study about the WBC and the various components plasma. We'll discuss the chapter number 7. Okay, and for this topic, for tissue topic, this is enough for your board exam. Okay, and last slide I would like show the various pictures of this connective tissue. And the connective tissue, there are three type of connective tissues we discussed in this part. One is loose connective tissue, second one is dense connective tissue, and third one is specialized connective tissue. And areolar tissues and adipose tissues are example for loose connective tissue. And here the fibers and cells and matrix substance and fibroblasts are loosely arranged. In dense connective tissue, the fibers and fibroblast and matrix are compactly packed structure. Okay, that is the reason this type of connective tissues call it as a dense connective tissue. Okay, and third thing is specialized connective tissues. On the topic we discussed about structure of cartilage bone and structure of bony structure, and finally we discussed about various cells of the blood. Okay, that's all students. Connective tissue is over. Okay, successfully we completed various types of connective tissue. So students, this is the expected 5 mark question for your board exam. So take a screenshot of this table and the diagram. Most of the diagrams are not given in the textbook, so kindly draw the diagram for connective tissues. Thoroughly study this question for your board exam. Previously asked the question, last year in the question na ketirundanga. Thank you students, thank you for watching. Next class we will discuss the last part in the chapter number 3. Chapter number 3 oda last part ku vandutom. Next class we will discuss about the muscular tissue. On the topic we discussed about structure and functions of cardiac muscles, structure and functions of skeletal muscles, and structure and functions of smooth muscle. These are the 3 muscles we are going to discuss. Thank you students, thank you for watching. We shall meet next class. Thank you my dear student, keep safe. Thank you.